Hello guys, this is Pedram Raufi and you are watching the everyday trading review of the market, of the stock market, of the forex market, and of course the cryptocurrency pairs. We are going through all the situation. We are going to check the news background, what kind of important news we have for today, and we are actually going through the chart of different assets so we can find the situations by the help of which we could make our intraday tradings. So as always, we are going to start from the stock market and look through the stock market. As you know, the stock markets have been updated the maximums. It's actually rising, but previously from the past time when we talked about it, it went through the consolidational movement, which is continuing till today. So as you see on the chart of S&P 500 and Dow Jones as well, here we have this movement which is consolidational, but for S&P 500 is more positive, for Dow Jones is more negative. It means that it actually leaves the channel, which is kind of could be a bad signal. But as you know, S&P 500 is more optimistical because of the stimulus and etc. governmental help. Here's the news of the day, which is, I think, the most important one related to the Senate representatives, which are asking Biden, President of the United States, to make Jerome Powell the chairman of Federal Reserve System to leave his job. They are kind of afraid that Jerome Powell could get more hawkish. He could actually cut the help, the governmental help, the stimulus at the end of the year, till the end of this year, and this could really put under the pressure stock market, and as well it would mean that they are going to cut help for people, cutting the financial help which they already giving people and consumers, so they can buy what they want and they can live how they want. But this help is it means that the dollar is getting more weaker and weaker. So it's about inflation, yeah. And this news is about that part of the representatives of the Senate are kind of not really they don't really like the financial politic of the Jerome Powell. And because of this fear, they kind of asked Biden to make Jerome Powell to leave his job. But here we have to actually pay attention on that. These representatives are from the Democratic Party. So as we know, as we see, here the situation is about that Jerome Powell is kind of thinking what he's going to do. He don't say what he's going to do, but we are kind of sure, the market is kind of really sure about that the increasing of the interest rates could happen before the end of this year, or till the end of this year. So it's kind of, it could be really bad for stock market, and it would mean that most of the market is kind of sure that they're gonna cut financial help till the end of the year. For today's trading, as we can see in the economic calendar of the day, the economic calendar is really empty. It's kind of really empty. We have just only one release, which would be in 12:30, and it's about it's kind of actually positive. It's about the job market, and about the increasing, actual decreasing of the people who are looking for work. It means that job market is getting, the situation is getting better. We actually know that the situation job market is getting better, and it's a really good signal for dollar as well, and for stock market as well too. Let's see what is going on with the US dollar index. US dollar index is continuing the consolidation. Last time when we talked about US dollar, it was kind of, it was about 92.70, and now as we see it get more weakened, but it already rebounded from the local support, which is here, which is at the mark 92.40. So we actually need to see if the price of the index dollar get under this range 92.40, 92.30. This range is a supportive range which could help dollar to not to get under or get lower. So if this range breaks, it could be the signal of the next dollar negative movement, next dollar falling. But as we see, this support is kind of powerful. So if this range breaks with an impulsive movement, it could be the signal that the dollar would reverse again and it would continue the consolidational movement. Here is a scenario of a dollar during the day. And we have the other kind of news which are important as well about the Katie Wood she's a chairman of one of the very most important famous funds in the United States, ARK Investment. She is actually buying Zoom stock and it's kind of helped Zoom stock to rise as well. But the situation on the Zoom stocks is kind of difficult to say where the price will go next. So let's see what is going on with the Zoom stock as well, and then we're going to continue the review with the analyzing the Forex market and crypto market as well. So here is the Zoom stock, and as we see, this support was broken. Now we have a gap which is opened, and this gap can close in the future. But as we know, these foundations, when they buy something, when they buy some stocks, they are targeting the prospective of, for example, midterm or long term. So how it could this movement, this gap which opened, it won't be the signal of the next falling. So we maybe would have a consolidational movement here. And if the stocks prices get above 350, at least 350, it would be really good. So we are waiting for a stock to maybe start to get higher. This gap could really get closed in the near future. So we have to pay attention on this fact as well. Is there a really good time to buy? I don't know. We have to see. But here and now, they stopped the price movement. Stopped its falling near to this support, which is kind of important as well. 350. It could be the next level, next target of the rising, because this gap can get closed at the future. So guys, we are going now through the Forex pairs, and we are going to see what kind of movement we could have in the near future. As we saw in the chart of dollar index, it's kind of getting, actually strengthening above the local support, which could be a bad sign for euro, for pound in the midterm, in the short term. I mean, for during the day, for euro, for pound, for Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar as well. As we see, the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar are testing the local maximums. But could they get higher? I'm not so sure, but we can get an impulse here. We can get an impulse. This impulse could really continue to the next targets, for example, to the next target level. And this level could be 0.71. 0.71 from New Zealand dollar. But this impulse, if it really happened, it would be the sign of the next rise. But if we don't have this impulse, maybe the prices can make some fractals, make some formations, reversal formations, and then they can fall. But before all of this, we have an accumulative movement, which means that stock could make an impulse, a rising impulse in the near future. For Australian dollar as well, here we have accumulation, which could really make prices to get higher and break through 0.4074. So here we have this kind of accumulation, which could really make prices to go higher. For pound and for euro, as you see, here situation is is a little different, but because they are under the local maximums and they are not testing them. Here we have a potential of the uprising movement, but it could be impulsive and it could really get not higher than 1.8050 for euro, and for pound it could really get not higher than 1.38. So here we are waiting for an impulsive movement, which is a rising impulsive movement, but after that maybe we got the reversal. So we have to pay attention on this fact as well. What is going on with these assets like gold and silver? They are the, as we know, they are the defensive assets. They are the assets of risk, or the assets which companies do the hedging for the investments in the stock market. So they are kind of have the opposite correlation with the stock market indexes or the situation of the stock market. What is we now here seeing in the silver prices and in the gold prices? We could get an upward movement, upward impulsive movement, but then next I don't think that the prices could get higher. So if really prices of gold get strengthened above 1,820, it could be really good. But before that, any impulsive rising movement here could be the sign of next reversal, and that's when we are talking about the gold market. And for the silver as well, here we could have the impulsive rising, but it would be the sign of next reversal. So what are we looking through now? It's a consolidational movement. It's actually a widening formation, which is the sign of an understandable situation on the markets. And for oil prices, as we see, the situation is kind of look like gold, and we have a local maximum here, local resistance, which before its breakthrough, we can't say where they are going to go, where the price is going to, where the prices are headed to. So we have to wait for the breakthrough of 68.50 or maybe 68.60. So if this breakthrough happens in an impulsive way, it could be a sign of next reversal as well. And of course, the most interesting and famous part of the program, the Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices. As we see, the Bitcoin prices now is higher than the previous supports, which is a good signal, and this support is already retested. But would the prices get higher? Do we have any news which could help the prices to get higher? Unfortunately, no for Bitcoin. But for Ethereum, we have too many different news about the NFT contracts, transactions rising, which could really help Ethereum to rise as well. Here, about the Bitcoin, we have this impulse which is going on now on the chart, but if the $50,000 mark or the $50,400 mark get retested impulsively, they could have the next fall or actually the next consolidational movement. So we have to be careful. Maybe this is the last impulse in the near future. So you have to pay attention on this fact as well. For Ethereum here, we don't have a reversal movement, but we have kind of a divergence, which is already, I think, made his target down rising movement, which is not so sharp. So here the situation looks really good as well. Do we have any support here? 3,600 or 700, 3,700. This could be a really good support. And if this support gets retested impulsively, it could be the sign of next rebound of the prices of Ethereum. But if we get pushed to this level, this would mean that the next impulse could really get through 3,640 as well. So we have to be careful about the situation which is kind of going on here. But I really look through the Ethereum, even for today, really positively. I think that it could be the last impulse in the near future, which they could make, I mean rising impulse, but Bitcoin could really make it. And pay attention, if Bitcoin gets consolidated under this level, under the 50,000, it won't be the really good sign. Thank you guys for watching this video. I wish that you really liked it. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel. On our channel we have really different kind of videos and different kind of reviews of the market, which could really help you to find out what is going on and help you with your tradings. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you would know when and how the new videos and the new reviews of the market will come out on our channel. Thank you guys, till next time, have good tradings. Bye bye.